YouTube. This is Son of Liberty. I just recently got back from the range, and as I was unloading my truck and I set my bag down, I started to think about when I was searching for a good range bag. I had a lot of trouble finding something that was going to A, fit my needs, and also to be relatively inexpensive. You know, it's one of those things you don't want to spend a whole lot of money on something that's just, I mean, really just a bag. You know, bug out bags are a lot differently. Our lives may depend on those, depending on the situation. So anyway, I just happened to be cruising through Walmart, and if your Walmart's like mine, there's a whole huge section of SOG equipment now that's being carried by Walmart. And some of it looks cheap, you know, in my opinion. But I happen to be gravitating towards some of their bags. I'm a bag guy. I like bags. I think that there's pretty much a bag for every situation. A lot of my friends at least know that about me. But as I was going through and I was trying to make the determination of which bag that I wanted to go with, I was torn between their medium size and their large size bag. So anyway, let's take a look at it and let me show you the reason why that I think that this bag may work for you. Alright guys, this is the SOG range bag. Again, they have a smaller version of this, and this is the larger version. The smaller version was very similar to my medical trauma kit. Now the reason why that this wasn't going to work for me is because I had already been using this bag. This was my dedicated range bag. I'm a very organized individual, so I like things that are compartmentalized, things that I can divide, separate particular things. But let me back up here and you can see the size variation between the two bags. So what was happening is because I would go to the range, I'd bring several handguns, I might bring my shotgun, my AR, and sometimes I would get there and, you know, depending on how many people were at the range, if you're like me and you're more dependent upon a public range, you know, I may get there and it might be completely slammed, and so I may only shoot a couple handguns. But you know, sometimes I'll go and it'll be dead, and I can really focus on some other type of training, and so I'll break out the AR and do some different types of drills and so forth. So with this bag, I wasn't able to do that. I had to pre-plan my trips and only take the ammo and the necessary items that I needed for that particular trip. With this bag, however, I'm able to do a lot more of shooting, and I don't have to worry about doing as much planning. And so anyway, let's go ahead and get into this thing. This bag is extremely durable. I've been very impressed, and I wish that I had a way to measure how much this thing weighs, but I can tell you, and my back will tell you that it weighs a lot. So anyway, it's made out of very well-constructed nylon material. Black, to my knowledge, is the only color that it comes in. Here on the top, it's got MOLLE webbing that's sewn onto it. So you can attach AR-15 magazine pouches. You can attach a med kit if you don't already carry that. That stays in my truck, so that always goes to the range. I usually always tell the range master that I have that in my possession, so that way he knows that I have access to at least some trauma equipment if the time you know, arises. So here on the top, it's got two large pull zipper tabs, which gives you easy access to the center of it. Now, the very top, I actually picked this up on sale. It's from GPS. This company actually makes some really good high-end bags. A lot more expensive than my taste is willing to allow, but I usually always carry one handgun. It's got different compartments and stuff, but the review's not about this bag, it's about this one. So, but I want to show you just how thick. I mean, it's like a 5-star notebook, man, for college or for high school. So it takes up a lot of room here on top, but you can still see I've got plenty of room. Let's look at this bag. That bag of ammo, I would say that there's easily 600 plus rounds inside that. It does come with that. I've got all kinds of ammo, extra gloves, magazine loaders, AR-15 mags. just boxes upon boxes of additional ammunition. And I carry 22 to 5.56, AK rounds, 380, just anything that I want or could possibly shoot at the range, I'll throw it inside this bag. 10-round magazine that I just picked up for doing shooting from sandbags. On this side, it's got a sleeve here, and I carry this tarp in here, and the reason being is that when I am at a good friend of mine's farm, I can lay this out, and if I'm shooting in a specific place for long amounts of time, all my brass, I can usually just catch it right here. I can just roll it all up, and all that brass can come home with me, and I can store that until it's processed for reloading. Now, on the other side, and I'm going to spin it around so the light, you can see it a little bit easier. It's got another internal sleeve on the opposite side, and this is where I carry my staple gun, additional staples, so that way that those are always handy. Okay. At the bottom, it's got this almost like a Kydex type plastic mold sleeve at the very bottom, and this actually what is really, I guess, the magic piece that gives its rigidity. But I'll be honest with you, even with all of this ammo, it doesn't sag. I've never had it fail on me. I've never had it give on me, and I've carried it for months now. So this is not something I just picked up today and I'm doing a review on it. This is something I've actually tested out for a while with many trips to the range. Now, here on the outside, you've got that same type of easy pull tab, which I really like a lot. It's just easy to grab it, even with gloves. This is probably my favorite compartment. It is the tools, different pins. It's got all kinds of different areas for organizing that. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pistol magazine pouches that you can throw in there, and then of course you can see it's got another sleeve up here at the top that you can put AR-15 magazines. All of these are loaded as well, so this will hopefully give you some kind of idea of the actual weight that I'm carrying around with this, that it supports it all. So it's made to handle the load. Put this ammo back in here. But also too, I'm spinning around here on the other end, or the other side. Here on the outside of the other pouch, you've got some additional MOLLE webbing, okay? Another pull tab. In here, you've got a couple smaller compartments that you can organize some additional items in there too. I don't have anything in there now. And then when I unzip this, I usually keep my targets in just a manila envelope. And this is what I keep my Haley strategic targets in, so that way I always have those. It's got some additional nylon sewn onto the inside of these, which also is going to help aid in the rigidity of the bag. But honestly, guys, the only complaint that I really see with this is that there's no additional pockets here on the side. There's no MOLLE webbing. You know, I think it would be nice to be able to put water containers or maybe even a med kit here on the side. But it doesn't matter which side that you're looking at, it doesn't contain either one of them. So, and there is the new logo from SOG. But again, guys, if you're looking for a great range bag, I would highly recommend this one. I think it runs for around about $45–50 at Walmart. And of course, prices may vary on location. But honestly, if you're torn with looking for a great medical trauma bag, this may actually fit the bill, because there's a lot of compartmentalization that's capable with this bag. So I think it may actually fit your needs. Again, if you've picked up a range bag that you thought was just great and you want to tell us about it, leave some comments below so that other people can benefit. But this is just something that I happen to pick up that I thought may be beneficial to you guys. Anyway, guys, take care until the next video. Stay safe.